OTA, online travel aggregator, and we do all things travel, anything that has anything to do with travel. We are a one-stop shop for all those travel products. Household name, I would like to believe that we are a household name in India, and most Indians actually prefer to use Make My Trip whenever they think of travel. So that's what Make My Trip does, and I handle the technology for Make My Trip and the GoIBibo brand. What we are trying to solve here with some of the AI and the data science and machine learned, and also the Gen AI projects. What we are trying to solve is to make the travel products, the Make My Trip product, accessible to all Indians, regardless of where they are and what language they speak. Only 15 to 20% of India actually speaks English, in the sense comprehend, speak, read, write or comprehend English, which leaves the larger population of 85% completely out of that, out of the game of online commerce, especially for, and travel actually is a very heavy form filling application also, so it's not an easy product to purchase. There are several considerations. So we are trying to make it easy for all Indians in Tier 1, Tier 2 obviously, but also Tier 3 and Tier 4 cities, which is the larger Bharat. We are trying to make travel easier for them to purchase travel products. So on that path, we have implemented vernacular versions in Hindi and Tamil. Over the last few years we have had that, but people have been struggling with the regional and the vernacular keyboards. So the only solution that we thought would come in handy would be through voice. So if we could take away the pain of entering a lot of vernacular data through keyboards, if we could just enable voice transactions in regional languages, that would be a godsend for India. And that is the thing that we have solved last year through generative AI with voice to text, text to speech, and then also the language translations obviously come in between, but we are using a lot of generative AI to enable the voice bookings, which we have built into the product, especially for flights and holidays. So that is one of the use cases. The second one that we thought was to make it more relevant when you're shopping for a hotel. There are hundreds and thousands of reviews, and you don't want to go through all of that. So what we are trying to do here is make it convenient for the end user to find the right reviews depending on the consumer profile. For example, if I'm a solo traveler traveling on a weekday for business, then I will see only those reviews that have been submitted by solo travelers who are traveling on weekdays or weekends, whatever the case may be. So just those reviews will be surfaced, personalized and relevant, and that makes it easy for any consumer to shop for the right hotel. I've talked about the flights and holidays already, and a bunch of other use cases. So a lot of data science, a lot of machine learning over the last 3 or 4 years. We've been completely on this data journey, and most of the offerings that the customers are now loving, like zero cancellation, fare log for flights, trip guarantee for trains, personalized hotel listing ranking, all of that have been enabled through data science and machine learning. So we are on this journey. I mean, it's early days with generative AI, still a long way to go. As far as the data journey is concerned, our core product, our entire product actually is on the AWS cloud. And over the last 3-4 years, obviously having on-demand hardware, on-demand infra is definitely an enabler, because none of this would have been possible. None of the data science models would have been built without that on-demand capability. So it gives you freedom to experiment, freedom to do modeling, and therefore a lot of that can happen, which can never happen on a data center, obviously, because of the constraints on the capacity. So AWS has been a great partner. I mean, we are using their stack. The entire consumer-facing stack is on AWS.